Good morning. My name is Jeremy Reynolds. I am the new business teacher at West Washington High School. And unfortunately, with everything going on, we have to start the year via distance learning, just like you ended it. So I'm making an introduction video so you can kind of know what to expect and know who I am. Like I said, my name is Jeremy Reynolds. And for the past 2 years, I like to go for walks in the morning, so I'm taking you with me. Something fun to do. For the past 2 years, I've been the head football coach at Crawford County High School, and I was a PE teacher there, so that was a lot of fun. Prior to that, I taught Project Lead the Way classes through Lost River Co-op at Springs Valley High School, so I was basically their version of Mr. Tankersley, just a little bit better looking than him. Make sure someone tells him I said that too. And you know, I coached football there for 5 years prior to that. And before that, I taught business and computer application type stuff at Orleans High School, and I coached basketball there. It was a good time. So anyway, that's a little bit about me. And I'll get into some more stuff. Hold on. And these are my kids, Quinn and Will and Lily. And my wife is trying to avoid the camera. There she is, Emily. I honestly have no idea why we're playing hockey. I don't think we've ever played hockey. And we have Annie, who's got anxiety issues, but she's a good girl. She just wants to lick my hand. That's all she really wants to do. And Sammy, who spends her day doing this, just hoping someone will rub her belly. My oldest son, Jackson, is hiding in the bathroom. He says he doesn't feel well. He won't come out. Alright, something about me you may not know, being as you don't know me, is I like to cook. And I can cook. I'm a good cook. Today we got cheeseburgers. My wife likes mushrooms, whatever. I don't judge her. So I wanted to show you my burger mashing technique. I don't know if you guys got one of these at home or not, but they're very handy. And if you don't, might be a good gift for any adult male figure in your life. The key to cooking a good burger is getting it flat. So I like to put a good press on it for about 10 seconds. I'm burning my wrist right now, but that's okay, I'm tough. Now I go on to the next one. We got some parchment paper here so it doesn't stick. You don't want it to stick to your burger masher. And we go again. I am a fan of the cheeseburgers. Favorite restaurants, probably Five Guys. Everyone likes Five Guys. Caramelized onions. That's the key, I feel like. Caramelized onions, a good bun will make a cheeseburger. Prior to teaching, I was over the grounds and landscaping department at the French Lick Resort, West Baden Resort and Casino for 6 or 7 years. I cannot really remember what it was. I'm actually walking by it right now. Whoops, wrong way. And they do a great job. They still do a great job. The place looks great. Okay, I've made it over here to the West Baden Hotel now, and I'm walking through the Sunken Garden area. This was always one of my favorite places when I was working here. Just really nice. I'm not gonna lie, it looked a little bit better when I was here, but you know, whatevs. I know you're probably asking yourself, Mr. Reynolds, why is this guy not running through town and he's walking? Well, you know, I think I broke my ankle, and I'm still out here walking 4.5 miles trying to do what I can. You know, if it wasn't for that, who knows what I'd be doing? You know, I could be running, but we just don't know, okay? So anyway, I'm gonna sit down for this part. There's some important stuff here. I wanna make sure I hit it all and don't miss anything. The first thing, the class itself, I'm really excited to teach the digital applications class again. I did this at Orleans for a while, and I always really enjoyed it because to me, it's something that you are going to use. You'll use it in high school. The skills you learn, you'll use in high school. You use them in college if you go that route. You'll use them at home, depending on what you're going to be doing. You will use them in the workplace, because at no point do we ever not need to use type on documents and make presentations and do spreadsheets and things like that. And so the goal of the class is really make you more proficient in those things. Everyone thinks they know how to do it, but there's so many shortcuts and things you could do to make it easier. I think you could easily pick up stuff. And probably the best compliment I ever had as a teacher when I was at Orleans, we taught this class, and I had this girl Lexi, and she was just a pain in the butt. And it was like pulling teeth to get her to do anything. But I got her to pass the class, and she knew, she knew her stuff. And then she came back the next year, and she's like, Mr. Reynolds, I really, this is probably one of the few classes I actually got something out of and was able to use it. And that was, to me, I was like, well, thank you, Lexi. And then I wanted her to, get out of the classroom because I didn't like her that well. But anyway, it's a good compliment just knowing that I think anyone can really benefit from taking these classes, and I think you will too. As far as the expectations of the class, we're going to get into, like I said, the documents, spreadsheets, presentations. If you want to think about Microsoft Office applications and Google applications, that's kind of what we're going to be doing. So I think you will enjoy it. We'll try to make it fun as much as you can make those things fun by doing projects and things. It shouldn't be a class where you're taking home a bunch of homework and doing it. I'll give you time in class to do it. Now, since a lot of what we're going to be doing this year will be online and through distance education, I will make everything on Google Classroom. That's what I'm familiar with. I'm sure you guys are familiar with it too. And I'll make sure it follows a very similar pattern every day, because I don't want you to try to be spending a lot of time figuring out how to do these assignments from home and where this file is and that. I'll make it very clear. It'll be the same thing essentially every day, because we're trying to make it as efficient on you at home. It's not going to be easy, but we'll do the best we can with it. As far as due dates and things, I'm kind of strict on those, because when you get to the workplace, they're not going to accept your work 2 weeks late. You just won't be there. So the due dates do mean something. Get those turned in on time, and I'll give you time to do it. That shouldn't be, if you turn something in late, it's your fault. And I will always use Google Classroom, even if it's a situation where we are going to school every day. I just post things on through that. I just think it's easier. So if you even miss a day of school, you're sick, whatever, you'll be able to pull that up and do it from home right then too. So there's really no reason to get behind. As far as your parents go, I always add parents, so they can add themselves to the classroom, so they can get a report of what we're doing every week. I always set it up so they'll get something every week. That way they don't get bombarded with emails every day, but that way they can know what you're doing, know what grades you're getting, and know what assignments you have and have not done. So all those things will be there for them. And of course, if they have any questions, they can always email me through school email. I check my email often enough, even when I'm at home, so they can communicate with me that way if they need to. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, I've really enjoyed teaching this class before. I think you'll like it. I really expect to have a good time this year. If you ever need anything or want to do something in the class maybe we haven't hit on yet, just ask. I'm pretty flexible, and I want to make sure it's something you're enjoying yourself, because we're going to be here for a while, and I want to make sure you get something out of it, something that you want to get out of it. And one last thing before I go, I know obviously, like I mentioned before, you don't know me. This is kind of a introduction video here, and I don't know you, so I have included a little survey at the end. There's a little 5 questions, just kind of things about yourself, and feel free to include anything that I didn't ask on there that maybe you want me to know, just so I have an idea of who you are and what you might be into before we get to meet, whenever we get to meet. So thank you for watching this, and I'll be in touch. He finally made it out.